some people went over there and said some stuff, but now that they know all the whole story about the fans doing the weird stuff, it won't be going down again. So, and that's where I literally go live on my Patreon. I'm being discreet right now. She kept asking, what are you bringing? If mine's, what are you bringing? Thank you for holding John accountable today. He really needs that. And that's why I said I would have did it privately, but since I don't have the new number, I know he gonna get the message, or he probably gonna get on here. I know he's gonna do what he needs to do. But I was giving him some time because I wouldn't want to go over there in that state of mind either. And y'all shouldn't want people to hurry up and try to co-parent or pick up no kids if I got to look at you and I'm ready to just be like, A strong-minded man takes time and separates himself, gathers his emotions, and comes back to the table, even for his children. You would have been worse off if you would have went over there with that mindset and y'all would have been bumping heads. I would rather him not do that. So as a mother, I already know my son. I already know Jaden. I already know how ugly that could get. So it's best for them. You know, she gonna stand her ground and act like that was the best. I got you. And she's not really gonna be remorseful about it, because that gave her that one thing, I feel like it gave her some sense of get back. And that, even though it wasn't the right get back, because sometimes we can't, like our kids, we can't get our kids back. You know how bad I want to get these motherfuckers back. One done called me a fucking pedophile. One done got on here and called me a hoe. The month you got 3 baby daddies. I've been married 3 times. I ain't never had no 6 abortions. I had 1 abortion and never had one again. And you compare me to these people. You know how bad I want to go in on my kids right now, because I know all of their deepest, darkest secrets. I could lay them motherfuckers out. When I say lay them out, flatline them all. But it's over his life. And when you get out of here, you're going to be like you never went. As a mom, you still have to be able to do that, because it's not going to help you for your son to get out and be a full-blown crackhead. What I'm going to do if he get out and now I ain't go over there and help him. I just sit over here and laugh at him, you know, like all his baby mamas did. Now you know you hungry this week. You hungry, nigga. You going to think about it. No. And so when y'all get on here and be like, oh, he hates women because of his mom. His mom is not a hoe. His mama never put a man before none of her kids. He ain't never seen me do no shit like that. Y'all heard him when Shannon Sharp asked him, you know, well, how was your mom? Did she let the men? You know, Shannon was looking for something to try to get when he did that interview. Shannon was looking for something to try to go viral off making him look bad or making me look bad about his mama. But like my son told him, at that time, he still was mad at me. He was fairly new and got out. He wasn't about to go down that route. He said, no, my mama ran a tight ship when it came to her kids. He looking at these women and see they don't run no tight ship. So when y'all say, oh, he hates women, he hates whores. Can't you see it all over him? Every man hates whores, though. No man treats y'all good. Why are y'all over here acting like, Jonathan treats women so bad? You haven't seen Jonathan treat Angela with nothing but respect. We ain't seen Jonathan and Angela got a little shit. She got a little shit too. Her shit stank a little too sometimes. But you ain't never seen him disrespect Angela. You ain't never seen him get on here and go say nothing bad about the new baby mama, Rila. You ain't heard him get on here and say, she's a whore. Now he know he got some women that done some weird shit. He knows that. He knows when he was in jail, he thought he was special, and they out here sucking toes and licking balls and going against the walls and all this other stuff, taking their kids all around these people. Don't get on here and be like, oh, your son hates women because of you. He just start acting like a nutcase when he started dealing with these nutcases. So don't get on here blaming me. I got 2 sons. My other son is not woman crazy, and he ain't definitely out here calling, even though he messed with some whores probably, he ain't out here calling them whores and bitches and hoes. So don't get on here and do that. Don't get on here and blame that on me. My daughter ain't no whore, and she ain't been ran through by none of these celebrities that been in her DMs. She ain't went on none of these phone calls. And trust me, honey, she done got a couple. And her brothers told her, don't fuck with none of these people. And she don't. And she won't. So don't get on here blaming that shit on me. He ain't surrounded by no whores at this house. I've been married for 15 years. I ain't never cheated on I've been with my husband 15 years and married 12 years. I ain't never cheated on my husband. Ever once. He'd get over here and tell you right now, I'm the most loyal thing he has ever met in his life. So don't be listening to what them people told y'all. Don't do it. I'm the reason he do this. Jonathan graduated high school and went to college and had nobody pregnant and wasn't nobody, no abortions, and wasn't nobody over here being called no whores and bitches. He hadn't met the women like this until he got some of that damn money. You know, the whores come out of the woodwork, especially in California. I'm sorry if y'all want. I know y'all don't like to hear this. It's colorism, but if he would have got him one of them dark chocolate bunnies, them light-skinned girls be out here after these ball players, honey, and they think they got top priority, and they gonna sleep with 6, 7, 9, 10, 11 of them till they get them a dummy, okay? And he really mad that he's a dummy. He really mad that every time somebody say baby mama, his thing say whore, okay? That's what he mad about. He mad that his thing say baby mama and then whore. And now some whores could be like GTA. Some whores could be like, I do this in my private time and nobody knows. Nobody knows. That's not a whore. That's, you know what I'm saying? Nobody knows what I'm doing. That's my business. Nobody knows my numbers. But when you publicly get on here and do the things that these women have done and said, and they don't even have the ability to know to lie, 6 abortions means she had 12. Am I lying? 3 niggas in 1 month means she had 6. Come on, ladies. We always put a curve on another curve. And then, so us grown women know when the bitch says she has 6 abortions, we know that means 12. When she says she had 3 niggas in October and November, we know that mean 8. Only these dumb niggas think they just giving out real information. No, that means this person is vile. This is a person you should not even be caught in church with. This is a person that sits in the back at church. You know the people I'm talking about. You know when you look back there and you see all the mini skirts in the back row, can't wait for the church to be over so they can run out. You know what I'm talking about, ladies. I'm 36 and I never had even think, could I be, you said that song, by 25 years old. Exactly. What? Nigga, your sister had one, I had one. Ain't none of my sisters ever had more than one. One means, okay, I tried it. I realized it's wrong. It should never happen again. 6 is like, I'm going to get out here and get all this and go kill it. Like, them is not even humans. Them ain't even humans. You saying y'all? These are women that the abortion rights would hang. The Trump people would hang these women. I mean, they wouldn't even give them a pass. They would hang them. So I gave my son all the discernment there is to give. Which is why you heard him and Whack on the call accidentally talking about the truth. Because the truth will set you free. If you mad because you heard them tell the truth, then be mad. Now, I'm not saying Nevaeh can't give her life to Christ and change her ways and become a new creation in Christ and get rid of all them bodies. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. she could get her life right and change her life and become Mother Teresa to a stranger, to somebody that don't know, okay? And she's made it hard for that. But you cannot absolutely expect for no man, I don't care if it's Chris Brown, Neo, Chris Tucker, Cam Newton, all these people with all these baby mamas. I don't care who it is. You cannot sit here and say that these men is fixing to be, and they because we don't see it in public, they treat you like a hoe. That all the men's, even from the 70s, I don't give a fuck, all the men's all the way back in the 70s, if they know, I got a couple aunties that's hoes, they get treated like hoes. Why are we playing dumb on this internet, on Beyonce's internet? Why are we playing dumb? Like, y'all, they treat y'all like that too. When you out here hoeing and doing too much, they don't treat you good. They don't fly you. No, you don't get flued out. Ain't nobody flying the hoe out. And if they do, they fluing them out to get some and fluing them right back, and they don't get to fly again. Unless it's tight. I feel like she's dangerously envious of Blueface. And wants her spot in Junior's fame. I mean, we heard Jonathan. He knows what she's after. I think she sings. She now has a management company that's gonna book her in her bio on her Instagram. Somebody sent that to me today. So, and I'm not mad at her at all. Get your motherfucking money, bitch. Get your money. Get what you came for. You had a whole, but I'm just trying to figure out how you getting ready to have FOMO babies and do some bookings. But I mean, I guess if R&B finna help take care of the kids while you get the bookings, that's gonna make a lot of sense. I don't know how a woman breastfeeding is gonna do no bookings, because sometimes they take the titty and then the bottle, they don't like the bottle. So hopefully she doing both. I think she has enough talent. I think she has enough confidence. I think she could possibly do something. She said she can sing. When I first met her, she said she could sing. She wanted to get a singing deal. And she said that if John, her words exactly verbatim, she said if she was in the position that John put Krishan and Jaden in, she would be more appreciative. So, and there's nothing wrong with a woman examining opportunities and acting on that. But when you come in and act like fuck everybody else and talking about everybody else and not being... Case in point, she really thought that she created all those people on her live for her baby shower, when we all know that came from Blueface and Krishan, and it trickled down on her. Because not only did it trickle down on her, shout out to Krishan, it trickled down on all of us. All of our numbers went up when Blue and Krishan, and that doesn't mean that that Nevaeh can't be the new Krishan and maintain the torch of that. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying the chemistry and the vibration, whether it's toxic or not, it had no closure between Krishan and Jonathan. And for most good people, because when you attract those many numbers, good people are starting to watch. That's why you guys hear strangers and white people and green people and all kinds of Christian people and all kinds of people are developing an interest. They're developing an interest, and they're praying for Krishan and they're praying for Blue, because people are starting to realize, oh, they do have an anointing on them. They do have something there that we should be praying for, that's worth praying for. And most people, good people, realize when a kid is involved, especially a disabled kid, we need some good closure to this. We need for these young adults to mature really fast. We need them to get it together. Okay? And that's even where I'm going now that I'm not emotionally attached or disturbed by the if he want to go to prison he know how to handle himself and how to handle that. You know, as initially as a mom, you're like, you never been in prison. You know what I'm saying? Now I know he know how to handle himself. If he wants to play with his life for his children, that's his choice. Would I do it? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. But I did not like the fact that she tried to make it like she was able to attract all of that attention and it had nothing to do with Krishan's presence. And I don't give Krishan that authority either because I can't, because the only person that was making money when Lemmy wasn't hiring them and Lemmy wasn't giving him a check, the mama was the only one still rolling. Cameras was still rolling over here. 6 Eye still rolling. Yes, when my son came home, yes, the numbers shot through the roof. They did. But they were trickling, and we also saw his whole homecoming party that I threw, the mom, and all his fans showed up. It was an amazing night. Packed house, packed stadium. Beautiful night. Except for Nevaeh trying to get over the rope and my spirit jumping at her, trying to touch me and climb on me. And I knew she was drunk already when she got there. So I just didn't want all of that on me and around me. I didn't feel like being bothered, and I shouldn't have to. But like my son said, because he had just got out and it was a peaceful, and it should have been a peaceful environment, I should have just sucked it up, just to keep him not in But I knew I had full security there. I knew she wasn't going to whip my ass. I just moved her off of me and got her off of me. I didn't try to hit her or swing at her. I just got her the hell off of me. And I shouldn't have to have all of your groupies climbing on me just because, you know what I'm saying, they're your groupies. They're your groupies, not mine. You knew I didn't know who she was at first. My assistant helped her get over the rope. I knew when I turned around, but still when I turned around, I was like, why is this drunk bitch on me? And I still have that right. Okay, so we getting off topic. So I just want to say that she has a big, huge following, and a lot of people got on the live because of Krishan. I'm never going to lie. I'm never going to take credit from here and put it there. Jaden has also a huge following, a big supporter. She has a big support system. Obviously, the whole time Blue was gone, her support did not let her go homeless. Krishan's, on the other hand, this is her own words, when she got her boxing money, she cried because she was homeless. That's what she said. So just because you have a lot of fans and a lot of people watching doesn't mean that they're real fans, that they're real supporters, okay? Because the Patreon held it down for the kids. They held it down for me. They held it down for Callie. They held it down for everybody that got a check on 6 Eye. Yeah, so we all know when John was gone, everybody was falling apart. There was no jobs. There was no bookings. It was desolate. People was really, really, really trying to work on 6 Eye. They was coming in. They was working for 6 Eye. Now they too big for it, but that's okay. We'd get them here and there. It's not that big of a deal. We'd get them here and there. We need this on 6 Eye new network for baby Jesus. I reached out to her, so whenever she's ready to bring baby Jesus, she's welcome. My husband is not completely for it yet, but I can meet her somewhere. And that they're bigger than the program. I don't think that I'm bigger than the program. I do think I held on and maintained the program while they was in jail doing their little bids or whatever. Everybody did their part. Everybody has performed with transparency. I think all of the facts of everything that I know of have always been true. I've never seen anyone acting. I've never seen anyone acting on 6 Eye. Now, there may be a time where we pull up and we say, this is the part that we're going to share, but we've never said, oh, let's reenact something. So everything on there that I've seen so far has been all transparent and all true. And this is why everybody is being so drawn and attached to the whole, I don't want to call it circus, I want to call it 6 Eye, because that's a manifestation. 6 Eye is toxic backwards, and it has a meaning. For those who don't know, if you look it up, it means reformed toxic person. So it's a manifestation name for the network, that everybody be reformed Everybody get all of this out and then figure out what it is they want to do with it, where they want to go with it, how to make it work for themselves. Every single person that has been watching, whether they're watching it on Patreon, on my 6-Ot, on Blue's stream, on Kershawn's stream, on Jaden's stream, whatever Nevaeh got streaming, it has been full transparency, and it has been well worth what we have paid. Because I pay for theirs too. I pay to watch their shit too. And everybody is putting out content and material that has been well worth being paid for. And I say that because everybody at home that's watching, even though they try to act like they bougetto or they bougie ghetto, they got some shit going on too. And that's why that's what people are wondering. Why is this, still such a big thing? Why are people still drawn to this? People are drawn to real reality. We're drawn to real families. We're drawn to figure out, where's this going to go? How are they going to figure out this out? How are these kids going to develop from this? This is going to be historical one day. If it turns out that, it worked out, we all got blessed, we all learned something from it, we all have respect for one another, we can all communicate with each other. I don't speak about the people who believe in different gods. That's a whole separate entity to me. So the people that's doing their witchcraft and their stuff over there, in order for them to come over here, my husband would never let you in this house, never let your mama in this house, your kids in this house, your God in this house, until you let that go. So you would have to meet you somewhere or meet you outside, but you cannot bring something that we don't believe in into this house. Okay, it disturbs the energy that we have in here, the peace that we have in here. And that's just what it is. I respect that all these young people are going through something. I respect that my son has some type of favor and gift that he's blessing them with. Even though it might look ugly, I'm pretty sure Jonathan is way too transparent, and he got it honest. He got it from me. Because if he said, how do this look? I would say it looked fucked up. That looked like some gay ass shit, or that don't look good, or that ain't gonna work. You know what I mean? That's how I talk. So that's why my kids is always feeling a certain type of way towards me, because they want me to be a little bit softer and say things a little bit more pleasant. But that's not how I was raised. My mama was a crackhead, and she said what the fuck was on her mind. And my grandma always said what the fuck was on her mind. So that's just me. That's why you could see some people know me and they get it. Like Jaden might be like, oh, she crazy, but she don't disrespect me. And same thing with Rila. She said, you know what? My mom had to teach me, and I had to figure out, oh, that's just how that lady is. That she just gonna say what's on her mind. That don't mean I'm not gonna get on here and lie on you, because that ain't finna help me. A lie is not being transparent to me. I could get on here and tell the truth about y'all motherfuckers. I know all y'all business. I could get on here and tell the truth before I tell a lie. So what am I gonna tell a lie for? So, these ladies aren't blindsided. They chose this, and nobody makes them stay. Exactly. And that's why when they be like, you need to hold him accountable for what? This bitch finna go viral. She finna get a check. Jaden over there making probably close to $30K a month, and on the low, I ain't telling nobody's money business. Then she get what she get from 6-Ot. So, and her daughter coming out with a whole learning program. I think she's gonna do all right. I think she's gonna do all right for having to, she never married him, so none of them are married. So none of them have defiled a marriage in any way. Yeah, they're breaking some 10 commandments, and they're sinning just like the rest of y'all. But none of these people are married. If they were married, I would have different advice for them. My advice right now to these ladies, just like it is to my son, get your motherfucking money. Because when you wake up from all this dumb shit, the last thing you want to do is be done went through this bullshit and you wake up broke. Done shared your whole life, dirty draws and the dirty house and your bullshit with the whole world, and they done had a good show and you broke. That's why when y'all do get on these live streams, when Blue do go get to see his kids and he get on these live streams and he adheres to doing the right thing, that's when you supposed to sub up. You supposed to sub up, and you supposed to demand that the kids get a portion of that subs. and enough portion to where they good for the whole year. Okay? So that's when you want to, and even for me, you know what I'm saying? Humble me too. You need to go over there and get Nevaeh, baby, and anoint him to Jesus Christ, and do what you tell your kids to do. Hold everybody in the circus accountable. That's all I'm saying. And Jaden too. I try to tell Jaden you should still apologize. John, low key, when he first said it, we all know his apologies. We all know his apology is not "I'm sorry." His love language is the same love language as mine. Okay, you know what? Here, let me do this. Let me do that. Let me take care of this. Let me take care of that. We know his love language. So when he came home and added Jaden to his stream, which was against everything, everyone that's around John is around John right now because of me. Business is business and personal is personal. He wanted to come home and not fuck with nobody that didn't call him, didn't help him, didn't support him that whole 2 years. He didn't want to fuck with him at all. Nobody. Okay? And I am the one who told him, just because they didn't understand what you had and the gift that's on your life and the anointing that's on your life, you will lose that anointing because you expect them to do something that they don't even know they're supposed to do. Yes, you put him in a business box. You put Jaden in a business box. You put Wack in a business box. You put all these people in business boxes. That doesn't mean that you have to get rid of people out of your life. I'm a firm believer. Just like when they tried to tell him his father was stealing from him and his father robbed him, I laugh about it sometimes. I wouldn't give a fuck if your daddy took $150,000. That's your motherfucking daddy. And these niggas gonna make millions off of you. Now call your daddy up and tell him to come over here and fuck what these niggas talking about. Because when his management team told him they didn't want his daddy, they ain't fucking with his daddy is thief, they had my son psychologically messed up. And it always takes a big mama to bring you back to perspective. Because my son wasn't finna fuck with his dad about a couple dollars. Nigga, you supposed to make billions. Why in the fuck is you finna argue with your daddy about what they said he took and you don't even know the exact number? You don't believe what no motherfucking outsider tell you about your motherfucking daddy? Fuck is you talking about? You get on the phone and you call your dad and you fix that shit. That's what a big mama do. Now the mother that y'all thought I was, she probably would have did that. Because it would have been like, yeah, well, without your daddy in the picture, he really didn't do that much for us. I could get more drip, you know what I'm saying? This 50 piece, you know what I'm saying? I got the necklace and the bracelet. So this 50 piece that you done spent on me, it could be 100, you know what I'm saying? If I help them get rid of your daddy. No, motherfucker. You leave with the people you came with. I don't give a fuck if you and Bravo sit down and have a motherfucking meeting. Y'all was best friends since high school. My friends done did some fuckery shit to me too. They're your friends if you're able to forgive them. With Bravo, but I'm saying Bravo is your friend since high school. People make mistakes. You need to call Bravo up as soon as y'all get the energy out the room. Bravo was willing to forgive you after he found out you fucked his bitch. I talked to Bravo on the side. That's what real mothers do. Y'all think I'm just in their business and doing messy. No, Bravo, that's your friend. You know, I know y'all angry. I know what happened. And I know exactly what happened. He was messing with that girl before you was messing with that girl. And I know you had to know it because I know your black ass don't think you pulled that stripper bitch from the strip club and she like you. Come on now. You know he had to get her right for you. This LA. Let's not play no motherfucking games out here. We know how it go. We know he had to butter it up. Cozy it up for you and get you a bitch. You wasn't finna pull that bitch without John. You know that already. You should be grateful. Or you just shouldn't have made her your woman. You should have went and got you one of them librarians. Ain't nothing wrong with a little skinny librarian. And if you like them yellow ones, you go get you one of them. Go and get you a librarian, one of them stick figures. And as you get your money, you build the bitch a booty or something. You build a bitch. That's what the manager did. Just go build you a bitch. You feel where I'm coming from? So all I'm saying is be real. Forgive your family, forgive your friends, and keep going. I got some friends that did fuckery to me too. I done beat some of my friends up and they forgave me too. Okay, you like your poison is you like to fuck people, man. My poison is like when I get drunk, I might put my hands on you. Well, we friends. We have an understanding. I know you a good person. You know I'm a good person. Bravo's a good person. You're a good person. Y'all let some people get in the way of y'all because they hate for people to be close to my son. You're going to notice everybody that's close to my son. That's why I don't let Dre be around him. That's why I don't want Callie around him. They like to get rid of the people that are close to them because they want to have the voice in his ear, because if they get that close, they really think they have a voice. Me and Blue play games all day. You wouldn't know what the fuck we doing. You wouldn't know what the fuck going on with me and Blue. You just would never know. But anyway, coaches have done it for years. They have done it for years. They want to have control over what he do, but you're not running up and down this court distracting this lineman from getting on his ass. His mama is. His mama out there risking catching a charge because I know this nigga trying to show off on my son. You not finna get down there and risk your shit. I'm down there calling people's sons fat bitches and shit. You not finna go down there and do that for my son. And if he hurt himself, you gonna act like he in jail and don't even talk to him for 2 years. So what the fuck is you really talking about? And I play dumb with my son all year long. We supposed to do that. We partners. That's my son. If you don't hear and say fuck you, bitch, you good? Yeah. People have emotional moments where they're emotional and they say things. It ain't y'all business to know whether or not mama, I was having a moment. I was just talking out the side of my neck. Well, you better talk out the side of your other neck then the next time. That don't mean I got to come on here and tell y'all. And just like with his dad, like I said, y'all seen them try to get rid of his dad and me go get his dad. Okay? And if you try to do and we talk regularly. And we talk regularly because we know the coach is going to try to tell them one thing, his father telling him another thing. Now, his father then played all the football, all the fantasy of the football. I don't know what I'm talking about, but I know he played it. He know all the positions. He know left from right. He know where to go. If his father tell him something to do and his coach tell him something to do, his father going to tell me, go tell John I said do X, Y, and Z. Boom, money. Obviously, I trust discernment. I know this man. I know he done robbed the whole Las Vegas with knowing too much about football. So, yes, if he tell his son, run this route, and the coach telling him to run that route, I'm going to tell him to do what his father said. And vice versa. So, and we've been knowing this for a long time, and we've had to support each other's decisions a long time when it comes to him just because of people seeing the little light on him and then they want it so bad. But then you want to get rid of us, but we look at you and we don't see your kids doing nothing. We don't see your kids on the field. We don't see your kids in the field. We don't see them on the line. We don't see them on the TV. We don't see them nowhere. Favor not fair. I'm going to keep reminding y'all that favor is not fair. When God gave David fair, when he gave him his portion, nothing he did. He just was loyal to David, and David was doing some. So we're not going to understand what John's purpose is until he realizes that he's bigger than the program that he's running. I love the parenting relationship y'all have. Good cop, bad cop. There you go. Exactly. The baby's eyes should be open unless they medicated them. I hope he has her eyes. I want to say this before I close too. I love all of them. I just met Nevaeh, so of course I don't love her like, I love Jaden or Callie or Blue. And I love Krishan just from going through hell and hot water and being able to come out of it with her. And she still be driving me crazy a lot of bit. But my friend that passed away told me to keep my heart open, and that's what I'm doing. I try to do it. Some days I'll be like, oh, she just one of them. really sad seeing it in the air rubbing off. I don't know what she's talking about, but what I do want to say about that is that I hope more that it is his son than it's not. And not just because of what he just went through and the humiliation that he gonna go through if it's not, but just because I want all these grandkids. I don't know what y'all living for if y'all not living for to be out there when you supposed to be with your grandkids. Okay, you supposed to be, when it get dark, when you supposed to be arguing about, put them kids on your side, they kicking me. That's what you supposed to be doing, okay? And the best part about that is, girl, you could send them home. After you get done loving on them, getting all your sugar boogers, and go to all their little games. Girl, when you get tired, you can go home with your man and lay down and think about all that beauty. So that's what our grandparents did. I was the love of my grandparents' life, their whole life, okay? The love of their life, and I knew it. I knew it so bad that it made other people mad. Okay, so let your grandkids feel like they the love of somebody's life, because their parents are moving right now. They're hustling, they're working, they're streaming, they're recording, they're trying to make it in life. And when you get a taste of the good life, honey, you're going to keep fighting to get it. So the grandparents are supposed to be there to fill in that love time, because your kids are chasing something bigger than what them other people's kids is chasing. You know what I'm saying? They just over there working a 9 to 5. They get to get home and do their kids. These niggas over here trying to get it. So make sure y'all, when y'all are watching these people's lives, I prefer you to subscribe to the Patreon, because all of our family content is over there, and all of that gets distributed for all of the kids. So you don't got to do all of that extra stuff. You could just keep doing it on my Patreon. And that way, if somebody falls short over there, like when John went to jail, I got it. Boom, I'm going to get it done. Okay? And when you're on these lives watching, whether it's Jaden, John, Callie, anybody in the 6 Oct crew, they call it the circus, I call it 6 Oct. They going through a lot to entertain y'all, and they're being open and they're transparent, but they're really also hurting. Because we all live real life. We've all been hurt before. And they're openly sharing this. So don't be on there thinking, oh, I should watch one of them for free. I should just sit here and watch and not. $6.99 is cheap as hell for you and your homegirl to sit there and get a real live show all day and be able to keep up like General Hospital, okay? If y'all gonna pay Tyler Perry for that bullshit, that fake ass bullshit over there, it's good. It's real good. But y'all paying for that, to watch that on the Netflix. Right? We paying to watch that. Sub up to their stuff as soon as you get on. Soon as you start talking and they start, you know what I'm saying, it start getting good to you, make sure you just do the little $6.99 or whatever the sub fee is, because I can tell you, out of all of them that's this in this, when I say they in this, they might be entertaining y'all, but they are really sharing and I hear all of their cries. I hear all of their cries. I hear all their complaints. I hear John's struggles. I know all his struggles and all he went through. And he's a victim too. Like y'all say, he's a victim too. Because he put everybody on and then went to jail for 2 whole years. And nobody did nothing but the House of Blues, Angela, and me. And Jaden and Krishan did contribute. But on the times that he was really hungry, they left him to starve for a punishment. And I should have been the one that left him to starve for a punishment. But when you unconditionally love somebody, you don't let them starve for no punishment. I would never do that to anyone. Never, ever, ever do that to anyone. I wouldn't let, if me and Mr. Saffold got to squabbling and the police came and they took him, I might be mad for a few days, but I would never let them white people lock him up before I would just stay the fuck away from him. I would go down there just like I did John's daddy, and I wouldn't let them people do him dirty, because I know we had a moment. Because I'm not finna be with somebody that I know didn't just have a moment or something's going on. So I just say that to say everybody love different. I've forgiven some of my worst homegirls, okay? I have forgiven some serious people that done some serious hurt to me. And they have forgiven me too. Now, if I whooped their ass, if I took matters into my own hand, they forgave me. So when y'all get on there, you tell Jaden, she ain't got to be Sadie's friend, but you do got to forgive her. You got to forgive all your enemies. Okay, they provided good content to y'all, whether it was good or bad or painful. You was open, you was transparent, you didn't have to share it. You did share it, and for what it's worth, they still, everybody needs to, even if you want to be mad after you forgive, you can still forgive and be mad and work on that privately. But Bravo and John been friends since they was kids, and John would trust Bravo with his life before it started getting contaminated by some people that wasn't there when they became friends. Okay, like I tell you, people that see people get close to my son, they gonna want them people not around. That's just what it is. It's been that way since they was kids. I'm talking 7 years old, coaches fighting over my son. So me and his dad, we're used to it. We're okay with being in the back and letting people think they doing something. And we appreciate it. We appreciate everybody that, you know, sees the anointing and want to help in some type of way. Even though they helping themselves, we still understand and respect business as business, and y'all helping him too. Okay? So I will never deny none of my grandkids the opportunity to be over and hang out with me. Now, I can't say you can come over here. If you finna train your kid to worship something that I don't believe in, I'm not gonna tell you, because I raised these kids Jesus Christ. I raised them, no weapon formed against you shall prosper. I raised these kids to know who Jesus Christ is. So I couldn't imagine nobody wanting their kid to come over here and learn something that they don't want them to learn. So it's a possibility some of them I may never get. And I'm okay with that, because the mother is the ultimate person in the child's life, and she gets to say what goes. So if Jonathan and her try to figure out how to raise their kids with two different gods, it's going to be, that's why God tells you, make sure you're equally yoked. Because when you turn your back, they're going to be putting something into your kid that you don't want in there. Just like, for instance, Magic Johnson's wife, and this is no knock to her. Maybe she was young. Maybe she was whatever. When her son started wearing those high heel shoes, she told him, don't let your daddy see you with them shoes on. Now, most of us would have balled up our fists and gave it to him. I'm sorry. That's just what we would have did. That's our error. You know what I'm saying? We had to hide our shit. We couldn't do that at our house. So if it was one of my sons, it would have been something different. So you can't expect, well, he know what he getting into, but I'm sure he found out about it. She was well into the pregnancy, and it was a pregnancy that he didn't plan to have. So you got this. I hope he learns from this and realizes this, and not expects for everybody to want to be their kids to be contaminated. Because if you're not with God, you're with the devil. And that's just what it is. And that's scripture. So I don't know what book they read from or what Bible they read from, but that's what the scripture says. If you're not with God, the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit, and they're one, then you're part of the devil. So it's one or the other. There's no in between. And when it come time for us to make a decision where we going, Jesus Christ is the only way you getting in. Because the way we act, the way y'all act, 6 abortions and prostitutions and lying and laughing about it, ain't no way God wants you nowhere near him without Jesus Christ covering you in the blood. It's just no way. Why would God want any type of people like that in his presence? I don't even want it in my presence. Okay? And we pick and choose with sins. I know we all sin. I don't break none of them 10 commandments, honey. But some people do, and some of my kids do, and I still respect it and understand it. But do I want it over here? Absolutely not. Nevaeh, God is not going to bless no mess. She needs to ask for forgiveness. You know, and I'm gonna say this before I get off, because we've been on here a cool minute. Just because Jonathan entertains people that are not of God Just because he entertains people that he know is not of Jesus Christ and they witches and worship the devil. Your manager at Walmart, your manager at Target, some of them people, they don't believe what you believe either. Business is business. And we heard him and Wack having that dialogue about the situation. This is a business relationship. And I don't give a fuck who says what. And a business relationship that got intimate, turned into a child. Hopefully it brings them to Christ. But if it doesn't, I don't want to hear nobody complaining about no business relationship. She knew it was business. He know it's business. It's a business relationship. And sometimes business relationships get terminated. So I don't want to hear nobody crying, talking about he hates women. He hates whores. And most men do. And that's all I have to say for today. I'll meet y'all on the Patreon for the episode on Sunday. And make sure y'all make sure y'all pick up Angelic Trauma, so that y'all can learn a little bit more about why I am who I am and why I say what I say and why I do what I do and why I stand on everything that I say or do. Girl, bye. Have a good day. Now, let me just make sure. You got a good button, Nick. You got a real one of them special buttons. So let me not fuck with you, okay? They said don't fuck with the people with the special buttons. Because you almost got blocked. Talking about, girl, goodbye. You better go buy my book. Because next time I get on here, if y'all ain't got it. He said, because I'm about to be one. I'm almost one of the top, what do you call it? Girl, you know what it is. I'm up there. I'm up there, y'all. I'm up there. Okay? I'm up there. That favor ain't fair. We don't know about them other people's books, but this a top seller right here. I'm up there. The best sellers list. Yes. Shout out to. And I just want to say rest in peace to my abuser in the book. Rest in peace. When I dropped the book, he passed away. And when he passed away, I was not happy because I was really hoping for an apology. I was hoping, a little piece of me in my heart was hoping that he would apologize before he died. And I'm hoping my mama will apologize before she died. So, book tour coming soon. Yes, my husband is putting that together right now with his friends in Vegas, and the tour dates and everything. So I'm gonna let him do that. I'm gonna let my husband do the book tour dates. So we in Vegas first. Officially fans since this live. You raw and stand on all right stuff. Yeah, I joke a lot. I be joking a lot. I be in my feelings sometimes, but at the end of the day, I'm always going to say the right thing. And nobody in the circus get on here and say I said anything to bash them that they didn't come out and say themselves. I didn't create these stories. I'm not lying on anyone. These is all based on facts that they gave about themselves. Okay? I will say that my son definitely didn't get shitted on in no jail. And he definitely would have took it to hell and back if he did. So I don't know. That was definitely some stories that was made up. And one thing that I can know for sure is that both of my sons told me when they went to jail, if somebody bothered me in a way that violates me as a man, that I won't be coming home. So that's how I know when they made it home that they was not violated. Okay. I must tell the truth all the time. Okay? Make sure you come to Detroit when you do your book tour. Trauma. And yes, that's my real middle name. And rest in peace to my abuser. He passed away shortly after I dropped the book, after all these years. And I really thought I was even looking for like a little letter. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't going to try to put you in jail. You ain't penetrate me. I mean, you penetrated me, but not like that. I wasn't going to try to put you in jail or nothing. You know, I'm not going to try to do you dirty or nothing. Because I know some time done went by and I ain't heard nothing. I've been keeping my ears open. I ain't heard nobody else except for my sister complain. But.
Linked in the bio. You told him already?
What bio? Oh, the link. All my links is in the bio?
Yeah, Instagram and TikTok. Make sure y'all follow me on all platforms. And we're going to do this again. We'll do this on other topics. I should start doing this on, Clarissa Shields. It's a lot of information that I could a lot of times y'all don't even know. I've worked with a lot of these people to help them get their pages where they are. I've worked with Tasiki. I've worked with Karlissa. I've worked with Big Lex. I've worked with Diamond the Body. I've worked with a lot of people who have reach out to me and do take my good motherly advice, and look where they at now. I told Diamond, get that ass whooping bitch for that money. I didn't know it was gonna be that bad though. I felt so bad. But anyway, the Black Kris Jenner. That's right, XOXO, this is me. Okay, so I gotta get back to my daddy because I know he like, what the fuck is she talking about? Tour in Miami, that's all I know. Girl, not like that. It's Bree said tour in Miami, that's all I know. I'll be there.
Tour how, like doing a sit down?
For the book.
Oh.
I'm letting my husband do this because his friend owns a radio station and they putting it together to be first, and they want to be first.
I told you got a lot of people in the UK. I told you that when I
shout out to the UK. Shout out to all the people that support my son and then everybody else. But my son first because he started this.
Do you have birthday plans? We got a whole shebang going
on. Birthday plans. You can watch all the birthday excitement on the Patreon. We will have full cameras rolling. There are some surprise guests pulling up.
Private dinner.
Some prize guests pulling up.
The whole shebang.
It's not my responsibility to tell this person, oh, this person coming, that person coming. If you coming to support my birthday, you come to support my birthday. Come in peace and come in love, and let's do what we do. Okay?
You should vlog the glam too. How do y'all feel about her having a YouTube channel? You have a whole setup with the cameras, and you do how the light skinned dude you did your interview
I think
with.
I have to wait until they either put. Oh, that's the thing, guys. I'm under contract as EP on Zeus Network for Auntie's podcast, so I have to wait. I got like another couple months. I got another couple months whether they decide, and don't worry, I'm being paid nice for that too. Before they decide whether or not we coming back or not.
Yes, like poor minds. Yes, everybody's saying yes. All you have to do
if they don't take us back by, if Tia and Tokyo can't get it together and they don't take us back by September, the end of September, I'll be May. When is 6 months from May? 6 months from May, I'll be free to do my own podcast. But right now I'm under contract for a podcast.
Advice for football moms to have 2 QBs. Ooh, is that pro?
Get out of here.
Or do what?
How old are they? 2 QBs, 11U. They 11U. 2 QBs, 11U. Right now, start preparing them for their SATs and start preparing them for the what?
Their grades, for sure.
The grades are important. If they've fallen short in any one of their grades, I'm about to put you on right now. If they're falling short in any one of their grades, make sure keep up with their grades. Take them to night school. Replace that grade with if they're getting a C or getting below a B, even a B. Take them to the night school and have them get the grade at night school simultaneously. Take that grade from the night school to the high school, flip that bitch. Make sure that when they graduate, it's over a 3.0. Get them a tutor. Yes, tutors are great if you can afford it. But if you're a single mom like I was, that night class, gonna switch that grade out. Boom. But if they really, really struggling in something, definitely bend over backwards and pay for a tutor. Or check your school. Sometimes the college students will do it. Always check the homework. I don't give a fuck if they in 10th grade. You check that homework. I don't care if they getting ready to graduate high school. Check and make sure it look right from your eyes. It take a quick glance. Just because you checking it will always have them in the mindset that she finna look at this shit. And if you don't like something, you send them back to go fix it. Night classes only in Cali. No, I took my night classes in Ohio. That's where I learned this.
They don't got it in Georgia.
Night classes? They have adult classes everywhere. Everywhere in the world has adult classes. Yes, just put in Google adult classes, baby. They called adult classes. Take your kids to them adult classes because your kids is smarter than some of them adults that go in there that ain't got their high school diploma. Trust and believe. It's called adult school. And those
when they take their college classes in high school?
Huh?
You talking about when they take college classes in high school?
It's hard to take college. My kids took college classes in high school, but it's hard to take college classes in high school as she doing football. In basketball, you can get away with it. Practice like an hour 15. Football, they doing. So football kind of takes up a lot of stuff. All right, y'all. We love y'all. And if you have any more questions, peace.